body what it needs. The problem is we're not giving it what it needs on an emotional, a physical, a spiritual level. We're not doing none of it. We're numbing it out.
Who's in charge of your vibration? Who's in charge of your frequency? Get down, get off your knees and stop begging God, please. It's called teamwork. Teamwork. You and that which you have faith in, but you must take massive personal action. Until you took massive personal action, you couldn't break the addiction of being on the cross for your family. Yes or no?
Totally true. You know, I had to learn how to love myself, because that wasn't there at all. And I was a beautiful person. I would do anything for anyone.
No, she was a nice person, and I don't like nice people. Do I?
No.
But I loved you anyway.
You did.
True story. And I told her a couple times, and I'm not going to keep retelling the story, but I said, listen, if you're trying to kill yourself, get yourself off the property.
It's a fact. It's a fact. I would do good, and then I'd plummet. And
now she rocks her world. She teaches the most amazing pelvic course to women all over the world, and she's going to do a men's course, but first we have to have men show up.
That's right.
And they're not showing up.
So far they're in denial.
Yeah.
And that's somewhere
where? They're in denial of impotence. They're in denial of bladder infections. They're in denial of prostate pain. They're in denial of hip surgery, because you go. I hope you know something, guys. 98% of all low back surgery, 98% of all hip surgery is because you pooped in your pelvis. There you go. Figure that one out. And then tell me I'm wrong, and then I want you to go back 75 years and tell me where's the hip surgery and the low back surgeries. There wasn't any.
Yeah, the bodies haven't changed. Our bodies haven't mutated. We're the same creation or whatever.
You give me somebody that's going for hip surgery or low back surgery because they were pooping in their pelvis, and guess what? Between our non-surgical, our cell-sonic, and our whole plant-based keto diet and our nutraceuticals, by the way, we will rock your world, and you will know it within the first treatment of the non-surgical and the cell-sonic that you're not getting the surgery, and that's it. But you believe in whatever you want, and just know this: a lot of you are always going to believe in the suffering part.
Yeah.
And you're not getting the love you want. So guess what? If you get the surgery, you'll have everybody at the hospital coming to visit you. Okay? And then you'll finally be able to just lay there, and after the hip surgery or the low back surgery, you'll be able to lay around for 6 months and just bail out on life, and everybody will be catering to you, and then guess what? But it's going to run out, and then you're just going to be a pain in everyone's ass. And the reality is it's true. And the reality is this: that area won't have any pain, maybe anymore, but what it will have is it'll be so stiff, and you won't have any feeling there because of all of the scar tissue created from the surgery, and you're going to have lots of problems. You're going to have a lower stiff back, and it'll live long enough, it'll blow out again. Surgery causes more surgery. Surgery causes more drugs. Drugs cause more surgery. It's just a loop-de-loop. And understand something: we're nothing more than a cow being sold off by the pound, and that's it. And I talk like this because guess what? I never used to always talk like this. I used to talk like this. It's very important, everyone, that you have 3 bowel movements a day. They should be at least the big as your thumb and your finger put together. They should come out smooth. Oh my God, that didn't work. That did not work. You know what? And so anyways, I'm going to be doing an actual consultation for someone. And, we had a conversation, and he goes, well, Daryl, when you tell people, you're kind of just telling them the truth, and most people can't accept the truth. And that's why my wife, up until this point, didn't want to come and talk to you. And I'm going, okay, so what are you telling me, not to tell her the truth? No, but you know what? You should be like most people and just kind of smooth into it. And I go, okay, so now your wife wants to do a Zoom consultation with me because now she just found out that when I told her a year ago that she needed to get her act together and she needed to take this serious, now they just found out that she has cancer. So what would it have happened, or what would she have done if I would have just went la 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 la? And all I told her is that people in her situation, okay, it doesn't end well unless they take massive personal action. So now, can you talk to her? She really wants to talk to you now. Now, Did she take a year because she's stupid? No. Did she take a year because she was taught to worry about everybody else and not herself? Was she taught to be that looking after yourself is totally selfish? Okay. Was she in denial that now maybe she might have cancer and because everybody's been scared of that word, okay, and it's a fearful word, it means death sentence to most people. She could not stand up to it. But now, guess what? I don't want to die. Well, guess what? Your spirit never dies, but she doesn't want to give up her body now. So that's what it took. So I never know. When I talk to people, understand something. Only 1% of the population would ever listen to me anyways. They're going to do drugs first. They're going to do surgery first. They're going to go see a specialist, a nose specialist, an ear specialist. Oh, it wouldn't be about whole body healing. It wouldn't be about you having the ear problem, the nose problem, the eye problem because you're pooping in your pelvis. No, they can't even connect the dots. Do you understand? And when I say this, I mean this in the nicest way because medical doctors went with the right intention, but they are programmed robots. They have a shield in front of them and they deny the truth in front of their own face. And I don't even want to go down that road. The reality is this. As long as you want to stay programmed, you will be sold by the pound. And that's it. You need to understand that. My God, it's so basic, isn't it? The connecting to the breath, the slight smile.
Yeah.
Okay, picking a whole plant-based diet for 80% of the weight volume, and then the other 20% to 15% you can misbehave. But believe it or not, even the people on here that say they're healthy, they're not, are they?
They're not.
It's such a delusion. You're looking at everybody rotting out and they're barely getting up the stairs, for God's sakes, and then you call yourself healthy. Guys, I'm healthy. And I am emotionally balanced. And yes, I am crazy. And I am a rebel. And I am a troublemaker. And I will continue to do that. That's not going to change. And it will only change when I decide to go completely Zen. And when I do, I will not be coming on here anymore.
Yep. So you got to grab on and hold on tight and take that massive personal action, because everybody else, you're not getting to the root cause. You're getting the symptoms covered like a Band-Aid at best. That's it. Let's get to the root cause. Let's figure out how it all started and work our way up from the bottom. Let's figure this out once and for all. Because
you got to cleanse from the bottom up. If you don't get the cork out of your butt and drain this thing, drain the swamp. What came first, the mosquito or the swamp? What came first, the manure pile or the worm? Okay, guys, and until you bring up your tissue integrity, every worm in Dodge is going to be coming to you. And I mean it. Because guess what? There's trouble in River City.
Because there's no river. It's all stagnation.
It's all rotting. How many people know that a disease means that part of your body's rotting out? Okay? How many people know that people with halitosis, okay, have pelvic rot? How many people know that with people that have smelly armpits have pelvic rot? How many people know that with gum disease, you've got really bad pelvic rot? Okay, are you here yet? How many people know this stuff?
You got to be able to connect those dots and really understand. I mean, in the library, you can go to holy crap. Your large intestine is the Holy Grail.
Okay, also, how to become number one at the art of number two is in the library. These are all master classes we used to charge for. They're free. Or go to Spoiled Rotten, the average American couple. It's 24 hours in the average American couple. When you go, you're going to find it funny because it's probably your honey.
Exactly. We've been ruled, schooled, and fooled. We get educated, which is another story. Most of us will take some kind of schooling after that so that we can get a good job. And I don't know about you, but I don't want a job. I never want to have a job.
We won't let you down if you come and take a course like our Whole Life Coach course, right? Or a Wolf Non-Surgical course, and then if you're a woman, add on the Pelvic Restoration course. We'll promote you. You know what? If you've got confidence in yourself, you'll be able to go home after the first course. Is it true?
Yeah. You bet.
You'll make more money than at your job. You know, give up your job and find your passion with us. And understand something. When you call me, do I answer?
Well, maybe not every time, but he does.
I always get back to you.
Yeah.
And I always get back to you. And the thing is this: is our marketing either at cost or free?
A lot of it is free.
We build your website. We build your website for cost, don't we?
That's right.
Yeah. A website that would be about $8,000, $2,500 for you. And why am I doing this? Why are we doing this? Because we need as much real Braveheart practitioners, not practitioners. Do you know how many health practitioners are out there? And they don't even know it, but they play hobby health. And I'm not putting them down. Yeah. But we don't need Inky Dinky Schnitzel House anymore. We need people that are willing to tell the truth, hold the line for every patient that comes in, because we need patients to become practitioners. We need victims to become heroes. Okay, this is the only way. We will never ever take back this planet. These guys, the Davos guys, they strategize. They don't even like each other, but you know what? They strategize so well, don't they? Go watch it. And guess what? We can't. You know, they've got us to go and fight with the different colors, the different religions, the different philosophies. You know what? So I know that we're not going to take back the world, but we can help you take back your world. We can help you take back your health, because we've done it. And I'm not talking about we're talking about health on all levels, and we're talking about financial health too. Okay? All right? Let me tell you something. How many people wanted to get into the natural health business and they've never been able to do it? Well, for one thing, it costs too much. And for the next thing is, the strategies aren't that good. No. Okay, go get my pdgfree.com guide. I showed it to you earlier. Go get it. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? And then when you do, if you took the Whole Life Coach, you know, what do? I go on with everyone, don't I? So anyways, I've got a consult. It's my first one. I don't know what to do. Okay, get yourself a recorder, call me, and I'll go through the case history once they fill it out, and then you'll write it, then you'll audio the phone call, you'll put it down in point form, and does everybody hit it out of the park?
Everybody hits it out of the park.
And then I'll do that for you for about 30 or 50 consults, and then you're better than any hygienist, you're better than the nutritionist, you're better than the naturopathic doctor out there, because after you do the consult, you're going to tell them that they can call your phone number, and you're going to be there to support them. Because anybody that does a consult and then says, see you later, or sells somebody just a bag of supplements and a consult and see you later, that's why we're crippled. Okay? Healing, health is a lifestyle. That's it. That's it. That's it. So everybody that comes, we will not support the practitioner unless they're going to support their patients and not treat them, but try and do their best at training a patient how to become their own practitioner. And this is how we don't need to take the world back, because the world is ours. We're here. If we just took our lives back, wouldn't that be a great start? Wouldn't it be a great start if you could drive by a corner store or a drive-through or an alcohol place or a vaping place? Wouldn't it be great if you could actually go to a restaurant and every one of your family, they eat crap? Because you do know that only 1 out of 100 people will actually not order crap off the menu. Is that true? It's true. True. Yep. And they look like crap and they feel like crap. So I don't mind. I will go to any family thing, okay? And even if I sway a little bit, at least I know things. I'll take my 10 digestive enzymes, not 2. And then before I go to bed, I'll make sure I take maybe a glass of daily cleansing tea and a daily cleansing tea cap. And the next morning, I get to see everything in the toilet, because we don't want it inside. So, you know, just even basic steps, guys. And you know what? If you could make your home a health zone where you promise not to eat crap on the property or in the house, clean out the cupboards, clean out the fridge, and you're still allowed to eat it in your car, and you're still allowed to eat it at the restaurants. Boy, try that. Just see if we can, and guess what? Let's see if we can break the addiction that much, that your home becomes a health zone, and you don't walk in the door and unless you know that when you get home, that's when your work starts, and your work is loving your family and yourself. Isn't that something? And you men, when you get home, when your wife goes, hey, how was your day? You're going to say amazing. Oh, what a hard day I had. They didn't want to hear that. They want to hear that you're a hero, not a zero. And understand something. Life is the adventure. Okay? Lorraine?
Well, that's true. We've got to look at life as being beautiful, because when we do, then we see the beauty that's actually there, always has been. You know, so...
Yeah, we have people that, and we can tell you every day, that call up and they want to off themselves. Okay? And then within 40 minutes, we've got them doing some techniques and it's going, oh my God, what was happening to me? And I go, you were in a bloody trance. If you tell a story long enough and strong enough, you'll kill yourself over it.
Yeah.
And it's just a story, okay? Yeah, I know, but I really screwed up, man. I really screwed up. No, you didn't. Let yourself off the hook. And anybody else who don't let you off the hook, you can apologize to them, but don't say you're sorry, okay? Apologize. We all make mistakes. And oh my God, you know what? You lied, you cheated, and you stole in your life. Everybody has. And guess what? Almost everybody is lying every day because most people aren't their authentic self. They'll lie their asses off to get love and be cared for by everybody else or anything else when they should be doing it for themselves. I'm going to tell you something. I'll apologize to anybody that I hurt, but understand this. All the stuff I stole, all the lies I told, I had to. I was in survival mode. Holy crap. Until I started writing my own story, which was a glory story, me and my creator, I don't answer to anyone else, okay? And I definitely know that my creator didn't make a bunch of rules like these fools, okay? You know, about anything. My God. You know what? We all are coming from survivor mode until we understand and find our authentic selves and go, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not eating. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not putting that on for you. And no, you're just doing your job? No, whatever. I mean, what does it take to pay someone to just be doing their job? I'm just doing my job. Really, well, go do your job somewhere else.
Yeah, we need to learn how to dip everything in love first. You know, coming from the heart. And maybe even just putting your hand on your heart while you're speaking to somebody. That changes it, because anytime that we touch our body, our thoughts go there. So now I am coming from my heart.
So what's this all got to do with pelvic restoration? I don't know. How much BS can you swallow and then have it held down here? Seriously, you're going to rot out. Stinking thinking, rotten to the core. Yeah. I'm falling on the floor. Where's your roar? Think about it.
Yeah.
Where's your roar?
Where is your
Where
roar?
have I had enough? Where about this? Listen, sweetheart, I love you, but I'm not doing it. Yeah. It's over. And just know that. I want a different relationship with myself and with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And coming together as a family, sitting down as a family
really?
And saying, look we are in a crisis. The kids are sick half the time. I've got headaches. You've got muscle aches.
But they're not sick. Their bodies are trying to get well. They're only throwing up. They only have a fever. They're only crapping all over the place because it's trying to get rid of the crap you fed them on an emotional and physical level. And keep going.
And you know, I was there. You know, I thought absolutely everything in the store was good to eat. It's not. It's not. So let's clean this up. Let's clean it up so that we
But you're not going to do that until you get rid of your addictions. And you're not going to get rid of your addictions until you love and care for yourself. Because if you don't love and care for yourself, you'll just give up one addiction for another one that maybe isn't as bad, but it will grab you by the you-know-whats.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that I talk to, and I remember recently talking to a lady. I've got a great diet. I have a gluten-free, dairy-free muffin that I made.
It'll kill you.
You know?
Heat it, beat it, treat it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now, did she look at her little muffin rolls?
No. No, but you have to ask yourself, how is that working? If it's not working, there's a problem. You know, we've got to get back to what Mother Nature supplies.
Whole plant-based keto diet. I'm going to tell you something. It's not a vegetarian diet. I don't believe in it. Most vegetarians aren't healthy. They'll eat foods that have chemicals and poisons in them, fake meat, fake cheese.
Yeah.
Anyways, but we don't do cheese.
No.
And we're not big on meat. And I'm not telling you never do the meat. I'm not telling you never to do the fish. But if you did a whole plant-based keto diet, 80% of the time, that's where the rock stars are. Because you don't need animal protein, you need amino acids. And I don't know, how many dead animals do you want laying in your pelvis? And the older you get, those carcasses don't break down that well.
It's the truth. It's the truth. We can't digest like that anymore. You know, when we were young, yeah, we had good digestive juices and were able to pretty much put anything in there.
We were forgiven by our bodies because we were resilient. Okay?
But not even late 20s. It starts to hit you in the
27,
butt.
28.
27, 28?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. You have
it's
that.
called wake the heck up. Okay, you know what? You got until you're 28, right? To just go, woohoo! Okay? And then, who knew?
Exactly. One day you wake up, you had the same food you had 5 years ago, and now your stomach is feeling way out to here, and you're wondering, what the heck? I must have got food poisoning. Well, no, it's not food poisoning.
No, it's self-poisoning.
It's kind of your body got to a toxic level, and now it says, I can't take it anymore.
Oh, God, don't you just love it? I love it. You know, the thing that really gets me, Lorraine? Every day somebody's calling me and saying, I had food poisoning. I go, no, you didn't. You have self-poisoning. You know, there might have been a little bit of bacteria in it, a little bit of mold in it, or a little bit of something, but you didn't need much. You were already rotting out.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
I don't get food poisoning. I don't know what the food poisoning my butt. You know what? You're all rotting out. You know what? You could go eat anything, and if it's a little bit off, you're toast. You know, you're on the edge of the cliff anyways.
Well, and that's the thing. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, you are already so far up. You were up to here, and then that last meal went here. That's it. That's the only difference, and you didn't know.
Oh, don't you love this one? I don't know. I hang around with so many people that can get away with it, and I you know what? And here's the story. Maybe they don't feel the symptoms because theirs turned off. But they're going to wake up one day and go, something's not right, and they're going to go and they're going to have a tumor. Yeah. And you think I'm kidding? You either, when you mistreat yourself, when you have symptoms, those are love messages. That means that you're still healthy enough that there's, hey, honey, I love you, but I'm thinking of divorcing you. And that's the disease talk, right? And then you get people that go, oh, you know, she just talks all the time. I don't even listen to her. I don't listen to him anymore. They don't even listen to their body. They're like shut off. So you know what the body does? Just like your wife will shut down, your husband will shut down, your body stops giving you symptoms because it says we need to fight because you are on the edge of an autoimmune disease, cancer, stroke, heart attack, diabetes. It's all coming at you, baby. So you didn't listen, so guess what? No more symptoms. You're just going to find out it's not a rumor. You just found out you've got a tumor. And that is what happens all the time. You know what? It's one thing to tell me that, shove it up your butt, Daryl, but the reality is now tell me I'm wrong.
We've got to be able to learn how.
And if I did shove it up my butt, it would just come out because I take daily cleansing tea.
And it might be an enema too.
Yeah, it might be a coffee enema.
And then an ultimate coffee enema.
Yes.
Because then it's going to support your liver.
You know what? We understand that the majority, way beyond, the majority of the population will never have our beliefs. Right?
It's true.
Does your family have your beliefs?
They're not there.
Don't say they're not there yet because a lot of them aren't going to make it. They're not going to go there. See, that's
true.
her again. This is the nice thing, right? They're not there yet. But I go home every night and I do my prayers, Daryl. See, if she said to me, you know, I would just say, there's people in my family, even my kids, that are never going to go where I go. I already know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a daughter that feeds her kids Count chocolate, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And all just, yeah. So they eat so bad. And you know,
the world schooled and fooled. It's unfortunate.
and guess what? It's none of my business. I am there for her. She knows what I believe in. And if she wants it, she'll come and get it.
Yeah.
Now, Lorraine is going to be hurt by it if her family doesn't move on.
No, I'm not.
Closer. Well, you just said they're not there yet. Like they're on their way, right?
I guess I don't know that.
What corner are you waiting on?
I need a big, huge beacon somehow. Yeah, it's not working.
Anyways, I just play with Lorraine. We play with each other.
All we can do is be the light. That's all we can do. You know, stand tall in your passion, your purpose.
Be a big billboard. That means just love yourself, care for yourself, shine your light, and don't care about what people think. You need nobody's approval to totally love yourself, okay? And you never ever need exception from anyone.
No.
And guess what? Never forgive anybody ever again. You know, because if you do and they do it again, what does that create? So the reality is, don't judge them. I don't judge any of my kids. I don't judge any of my friends, my family. I would never do that. It's their life. I'm going to love them unconditionally, no matter if they do one thing I do or they do nothing I do. Because that is what will cause this world to finally come together, is unconditional love.
Yeah, that's what we need. Just shine your light. Be the best person that you be the best you can be.
We are
for yourself first.
We're going to give as much away that we can, time, training, that we can without ending up putting the business into critical care.
Yeah.
So we have meetings 3 times a week about this, don't we?
That's right.
How far we can go, what we can give, and still be there for ourselves and for you.
That's our passion. That's what we want. And you know, we can blurb out as much information as we've got to give you, but you still have to take that massive personal action. Yeah. You've got to figure out a way how to get your butt into one of these classes. You've got to figure out a way how, you know, someone else is going to take care of the kids. And it's doable. It's all doable.
So guess what? This is pelvic restoration. I can hear you, Randy. Can you relax for a sec, bud? Take a breath. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, 1 second. So we have Randy on the line, and this is pelvic restoration for men and women. And what we're going to be doing is every week, Lorraine will be on because it's really her show. I'm just a co-host. And she's going to have Simran on every other week and have me on every other week. So, you know, with Simran, you're going to get a really nice show, okay? And then with me, well, we know how that goes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, every week we'd like to have somebody that would like to come on, and that we will talk at the beginning, and they'll do the same thing. They'll answer questions. And we're going to get it set up that the questions are going to be up here, right, Rafa? Remember how the questions used to be here from Facebook, YouTube? I want that set up. So we don't have it set up for this show, but it'll be set up for every other show, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Just, Randy, I got to put it down. You're a little noisy, buddy. Okay. So if you would like to come on a show, do it live. You don't have to be seen. You can come on or don't. Yeah. With Randy, he's not going to be seen. But, well, here, there's Randy. See? There. That's Randy, everyone. And I'm going to talk to Randy right now. Now, Randy has a situation, okay? And it's all about the pelvis, and we're going to prove it, okay? Now, let me see if I can do this here. Other side. Okay. Randy?
Yep.
Okay, give me a second. Got to get all my gear there.
Yep.
Okay. There. Okay, Randy. All right, Randy?
Yep.
What? There. I know, but I'm not going to keep it there all the time, okay? Okay, Randy, let's start. How old are you, my friend?
I just turned 72.
72. Okay, 72 years young, right?
Right.
How much do you weigh?
I weighed 148 this morning.
148 pounds. And how tall are you?
5'5".
5'5". Okay, so your weight's not that bad yet, but we don't want to lose any more, right?
Yeah, I'm on a diet. I'm on that 12-day diet right now.
No. Are you on a 1
Four.
second, please? Let's just take it a step at a time. Are you on a 12-day whole plant-based diet, or are you on a 12-day advanced water fast?
Advanced water fast.
Okay. Well, let's just take it a step at a time, okay?
Okay.
All right. So just so you know, let me do some background. Randy and his wife came, and they took, Randy took the Whole Life Coach course, and he took the Wolf Non-Surgical course, and his wife, Michelle, came and took the Whole Life Coach course in Florida, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now Randy, let's talk about your diet pre-course. Before you came to the course, what was your diet like, honestly?
Honestly, I believe I was eating probably 70% organic food and 30%, bad, like you were saying, for the last couple of years.
Okay, last couple years. Now, if I can say this, everyone, okay, Randy, what did they tell you is going on with you?
Well, I have squamous cell carcinoma of my rectum.
Okay, and before you were diagnosed with that, you called and told me that your bowel's kind of falling out of your rectum, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all
Yes.
right. Now, this might be a little bit hard for people to understand, and Randy said he would share this because does anybody know what the fastest growing cancer is right now? It's bowel cancer. That's the fastest growing cancer. And I already told you that pelvic rot is the main thing that's causing all disease. And the pelvic rot is actually caused because the large intestine is rotting out first. And through antibiotics, through other drugs, through sugar, through flour, through all the poisoning, the GMOs, the glyphosates, it's caused what we call leaky gut. And leaky gut is where inside your intestinal wall, you've got what are called tight junctions, and you're only one cell thick, and it's to allow the nutrients to come through. But then what happens when you start getting these micro tears, okay, and that's called leaky gut. Now you got pooping in your pelvis, you've got parasites going into your blood, fungus going into your blood, bad bacteria going into your blood. That's why you will find bacteria from the bowel actually is what causes most bladder infections, okay? Like almost all bladder infections, okay? All right? So are caused because of that, right? Now, Randy, so why don't you ask me questions, because we've been working with Randy a little bit. So why don't you tell me what are you doing right now?
Well, I'm doing that 12-day water fast. Excuse me, this is my third day.
Okay, but if you're on the 12-day and it's not a water fast, it's called an advanced water fast. If we put Randy on a 12-day water fast when he's this inflamed and this infected, okay, all right? When he's inflamed and this infected, he would lose weight too fast. And we've got about 8 nutraceuticals, right, Lorraine, that people can go on. It bypasses the Krebs cycle, and it doesn't turn on the digestive tract. It actually increases autophagy and stem cell making is what you want to do. That's why you want to do an advanced water fast, and I just did a show. If anybody wants to see it, it's up in the advanced water fasting guide in the library. It's 3 hours and 40 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 3 hours and 40 minutes long, but it teaches you everything. I mean, you know what? It's all the art of healing. Okay, so now let's go back to Randy. So why don't you tell me what you're doing on your fast? And Randy, did you get SON formula?
I haven't ordered it yet.
Okay, here's the problem. If you didn't order the SON formula, if you didn't order the IGF 300,000, I don't want a bunch of weight loss. We can't have you losing a whole bunch of weight. You know, that might be going in and doing the autophagy and helping to get rid of the actual cancer cells and the other mutated cells and the other decomposing tissue, and it'll help to bring up the stem cells. But then it's going to be hard for you to put the weight back on because you're not losing weight, you'll be losing muscle. So, and the reality is if you're on the SON formula and the IGF 300,000, you're going to have enough energy to work out twice a day, at least 20 minutes, which will keep your muscle tone. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes. So my best bet is to get off this, and I'm going to order this stuff tomorrow.
Oh, your best bet, but you jumped the gun. And understand something. That's been part of your personality, right? Is always jumping the gun.
Yes.
And I told you not to get stressed out over this. So, and I will tell everyone this, and this is the God's truth, and I'm not picking on him. Maybe by doing this show, he'll realize it. Now, I am not picking on Randy, everyone, and you need to understand this. So don't make any comments what I'm about to say, please. You've seen Randy before, right?
Yes.
Doesn't he look 10 years younger from stressing out right now? Does he, yes or no?
No.
Yeah, he does.
Look 10 years younger?
Older, I meant.
Yeah.
Take a look. I meant older.
Yeah.
I apologize. Does he? Stress. Now, he just took the course a few months ago, right? 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 months ago, you took the course. And now the stress of this. So here's the deal. Does everybody understand that you will get rectal cancer because you're unwilling to let go of things in your life? You need to sit down with your wife and talk to her and ask her to tell you what it is you're unwilling to let go. Do you understand?
What I do.
No, I'm serious. Okay.
I'm dead serious too. I'm not dead serious, but I'm serious.
See, you won't say that word so lightly now, will you?
No.
Hey, listen, we got to keep our humor about us. But I told you, but I even said the other day, please do not go on the fast until you order the products. So here's the products he's going to need. And everybody, you don't have to buy the products, but Randy's going to buy them. He'll buy the products because he knows, because he took the course, and he saw enough testimonials, and you've been around long enough to know that I don't lie, right?
Absolutely.
So here's the deal. You need curcumin cayenne, 5,000, get a large bottle. I'm going to want you to do 1 every other hour, nothing less, to 2 every other hour, okay? And if you know about curcumin cayenne, there's only 6% cayenne in the curcumin, and it will actually, it brings down infection and inflammation almost better than any other product. And it's inexpensive compared to everything else. Yeah. And it is used more in situations like stage 4 inflammation and autoimmune disease than almost any other product around the world, okay? All right? Mm-hmm. So you need to gonna do the IGF 300,000. So I would tell you to get 3 bottles of IGF 300,000. Just get 1 large bottle of the curcumin cayenne 5,000, okay? Mm-hmm. You're gonna, okay, now the IGF 300,000, everybody, just so you know, if Randy does it, the dose, okay, which is 18 drops, I do much more. I do about triple dose of that because I've got so much going on and my body just utilizes it. But IGF 300,000 is IGF-1. IGF-1 was made like in such abundance. It's human growth hormone, goes into the liver, and then the liver makes IGF-1. And our IGF-1 is exactly the same formula that the liver actually makes. Your body can't tell the difference. So what'll happen is when Randy takes this, he will have the energy of a young person. He will utilize that, okay? So he's not dragging his butt, so he can do his exercises, skin brushes, ultimate coffee enema. He can do his clapping, okay? He can do the things that we need him to do. He can make the salads, do the blender drinks, and I would have preferred that you got on the products, okay, and we did that for at least 10 days before we throw you into a fast.
Okay.
All right, because we want to get our rhythm, because you'll still be on the products when we get into the fast. The only thing you won't be on, okay, is If you do the curcumin cayenne, we have to open it up and put it into hot water and let it steep for 10 minutes, then you drink it, okay?
Okay, yeah.
We can't do anything in a capsule, okay? So we've talked about IGF 300,000, we talked about the curcumin cayenne. What else did we talk about?
That was it.
Okay, all right.
Just those two.
Okay.
Son.
Now the
Son
formula, okay, this is minimum, is three times a day. I'd prefer you did 4 3 times a day to 4 times a day. Understand, everyone, just so you know, don't trust me. Do you know how many cancer clinics throughout Europe carry the SON formula that we have? And what they do is people that have stage 4, stage 3, stage 2 inflammation, they call it cancer. To go in, first thing, did you ever notice when cancer gets worse or inflammation gets worse? Muscle loss can be so rapid you can't stop it. SON formula, I have patients that can afford it, and I have patients taking 20 a day. And that's because, guess what? Their life is at risk. The cancer will actually eat up the muscle tissue until there's no muscle left. And guess what happens? It's not going after just this muscle. It's going after the organs, which are muscles. Mm-hmm. And as you see muscle wastage on your body, it's eating out your organs, all of them. It's eating them away. Your heart muscle, it's eating away your liver. It eats away everything. Okay, your intestines, it eats away anything that's a muscle. And the reason why is it goes in and it breaks it down to create what? Protein into what? Amino acids. So that's why we'll have people taking up to 20 of these. And guess what? Now they don't have weight loss. Now they have energy. And if they're doing the IGF 300,000 and they're actually doing not 18 drops, some people I've got doing a triple. 18 drops times 3 times, and they're doing it 3 to 4 times a day, depending on the person. And now they're going, oh my God, where's this energy come from? And it's not like energy from coffee. It's not like energy from sugar. It feels like they're not sick and they've got all this energy in their body. But Randy, when you do that, you're not going to disrespect it. Your whole program is on loving and caring for your body. Now, did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did.
Your program is not to go out and fight the cancer. Your program is not to go out and get rid of the cancer. Your program is to go out and love your body. To go out and love 50 trillion cells, 500 trillion bacteria, and really learn how to respect and love yourself. You've already taken the Whole Life Coach course. So with Michelle's help, I'm hoping that you can embrace this. And Randy, you're going to find out, Randy, what Randy does, he always talks like he has an anxiety attack going on. And if you don't slow your speech down, and I'm not trying to rub it in, but I told you not to go on the fast until we got everything ready. Now what happens, Randy, that you went on the fast and now you lose all this muscle and you feel weak. Now we got to rebuild the muscle. You know how hard it is to rebuild the muscle? And then guess what? Oh my God, I went on Dr. Wolf's program and now I'm skinny as a bone and I got no muscle. Well, I didn't tell you to do this. Everybody needs to understand it's the art of healing. And I would really prefer, if people don't do it the right way, that they don't say they're working with me. Go work with someone else. Because I'll tell you something. You know the story, Randy, how supposedly I murdered 3 people just a year ago, right? So, and it's not true, everybody, just so you know. It's the biggest BS in the world, because I don't know who gets to murder people and still run around and keep on doing it. So I just want to make it perfectly clear, Randy, that you got to slow it down. Are you practicing your breathing? Are you practicing gratitude work? Are you No, honestly, Randy, please.
I'm practicing my breathing. I'm doing my belly button therapy.
I said gratitude. Are you doing at least 10 minutes first thing in the morning and being thankful for everything that you have? Thank you for the rectal cancer. Maybe this will slow me down. Maybe this will get me to stop bullshitting my way and start loving myself and holding the line and talking slowly and not rushing around all the time and just really being with my children, my wife, just being there. And it's not your fault, but you know that from you were a little kid, You've been always running away from the devil, from the shadow of yourself. Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So that's it. If you can overcome this, there's no boogeyman. There's just you stressing out and not letting go and having faith and letting fear go. You do know this is fear.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
don't agree with me if it's not true. Okay. Now, so we talked about IGF 300,000. We talked about curcumin cayenne. We talked about SON formula. Mm-hmm. And how's your bowels moving?
Man, not real good. It's really painful. I mean, it's a killer when I try and go to the bathroom because it just burns so bad from that tumor hanging out there. But I can still do it.
Okay. Do you ever ice it?
No, I've never iced it.
Okay. Well, what you want to do is you don't want to ice it, but you want to get like a hot water bottle, and you want to put water in it, and you want to put ice in it, and after you go to the bathroom, you want to sit on there and cool it down. That's how you do it.
That's how I wipe, basically wiping like that.
What?
Is that how I'm wiping them? Because I mean, I got a bidet. I use a bidet, but that still burns even when I get using that.
I know, but when you use the bidet, I get it. But what you want to do is you want a gentle rinse. Anything that's going to be shooting water up there is going to hurt.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you got to do a gentle rinse, okay? And I know this is okay, but you know what? This is where we're at that position where we go, wow, how did this happen? You know why it happened. Okay. So it's admitting that from now on, you're going to love, honor, and respect yourself. Okay?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. So what I want you to do is you can have like I said, get a hot water bottle, fill it up with water, and put ice in it, and have it cool. So you can put pretty cold, because you need to just shut down all of that pulsation that's going on after you go to the bathroom. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes. What about that CBD you were talking about?
Okay, so we'll get through everything here, and tomorrow you can call me again. But you need to be doing CBD bullets 3 times a day to 4 times a day. We need to front end load. Does everybody get this?
Yeah.
Randy, Randy, I'm not putting you, everybody, you'd learn this if you took the course. But if you learn how to love, honor, and respect yourself by having a perfect day, you don't have any illnesses. Okay, if you had a perfect day where you loved yourself on an emotional and physical level, where you did gentle baby loving steps every day, you'll never be in trouble. You'll never get in trouble. Did you get in that? Did you get this? Are you getting this? I hope everyone's getting this. And it's not because you're dumb because you don't get it. It's because it's new information. It can't be true. It can't be true. All of my family has, it was genetic, and we all died, and okay, just stop. It's all a lie. There's no genetic diseases, okay? And the reality is guess what? We just need to take our lives back. But you've got to love yourself enough to do it.
That's true.
So gentle baby steps. So you're going to need do those CBD bullets probably. You did 4 a day, okay? So 1 every 4 hours. And guess what? You're going to call me up in 3 days and go, oh my God, the pain's come down. Does everybody understand that CBD is not THC, and CBD doesn't make you high? And when you do CBD in the mouth, the best absorption you're going to get is 15%. If you do it rectally, it's 60 minimum. So now we got 4 times the power going right in where the cancer is, right?
Right.
And it's going to absorb right into it, okay? And it'll bring back, it'll reduce the pain. That's what CBD does. It reduces pain and inflammation. And if you want, we also have CBD THC. And if you don't put the THC bullet up any higher than just inside the rectum, you won't get high, okay? You only get high if you push it as high as your finger, because then it goes in the portal vein and goes to the liver, and then you go, ooh. So we're not going to do that, right? Okay, and that's why we tell women when they do the CBD bullets, because if you put a CBD THC bullet in your vagina, you're going to be buzzed. Okay, so now it's 250 milligrams, and Randy, I just want you to know this. Go take a look. I can dig it out if you want. Okay, so the latest one was I forget the scientist's name. And she actually did the study, and she did a study, and even brain cancer, doing a 250 milligram CBD bullet will actually affect the change of brain cancer. So what do you think it'll do in your rectum when we're at home base?
Yeah, I'm hoping it works really good.
I'm hoping. Stop hoping, okay? Okay, so if I've got a 20-foot hole,
and we give you a 10-foot ladder, you're not getting out.
You're not getting out. So we got to go. So what we got to do is we got to front end load for 6 weeks to 3 months with Randy. Now, the reality is, when you get people that can't honor, love, and respect themselves, as soon as they get better, they go back to their old personality. And then guess what? Didn't work for me. Well, guess what? Until you change your personality, you're never going to change your reality. And your reality, whatever you've created, it better be a new one, or you're going to just screw yourself over. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. So the other thing is, I don't know if it's affordable, but you need to be on the Marigen. You need to do that at least 3 times a day minimum. Okay. You also need thunder shrooms, and I would tell you if it's affordable, that's all. Look I don't want you doing any more than it's affordable. And understand, everybody, Marigen, go look it up in my library, because they won't even let us put Marigen on our store. Can you tell them why? Because guess what? They called me up and they said the FDA said they'll take my website down.
Because it works.
There's no side effect to it, and go watch the videos on Marigen and cancer, part 1, part 2. Anyways, and if it's Randy, it's part poo. Okay.
Hey, Doc, you broke up a little bit. So how much Marigen did you say to take?
Minimum 3 times a day. If you can do it 4 times a day, the progress will be faster. And you can do it every 3 hours with the diet that you're on. So in 12 hours, you could do it. You could do it virtually 4 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people will get up in the middle of the night to get that extra one in.
Yeah, they'll get up in the middle of the night to do that. And the thunder shrooms, I'm looking at a minimum of 12. Now, Randy, if you tell me your budget's not there, we'll do what we can. Okay, all right? Okay?
Yes.
And then you're going to do the whole plant-based diet, right? Okay, do the belly button therapy, right? Okay. And if I were you, I would do an hour every night of clapping, or at least a half an hour, of your neck, your face, and your head to get rid of all this stress, because you're a stress monkey. And I told you that in the course, that you should be doing at least, half an hour to 40 minutes of clapping your face, your neck, and your head, because you're so stressed out all the time.
It's true.
And you're going to practice your connecting to your breath, and you can't do the pelvic squats. I get it, okay? But if there was actually a swimming pool that you could go to, you should be swimming. You should be doing some form of exercise every day.
Yeah.
And
so I can swim.
Did you get the anti-gravity thing where I told you so you can you can hang upside down?
I've done that a few times already.
Okay, so what I want you to do is, and it does help, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah, it seems like it does.
Yeah, I know, but next time you go and do that upside down, you might want to see if you can put an ice pack there as well. So we've got the blood pressure coming off of it, and just ice it to bring it down a little bit, okay? All right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Perfect.
You're also going to need the black diamond and the black gold in your drinking water. Okay?
I got that. And that's for the 10 days until I get ready to do my 12-day water fast. Then I got to settle
But even on the 12th day, you're going to be doing the Black Diamond and the Ormus minerals. You're doing everything I just gave you. And the Thunder Shrooms, you can't keep it in a capsule, and you're going to open up the capsules and you're going to put them into hot water, and you're going to let it steep for 10 minutes, and then you're going to drink it. And then the SON formula, you're going to crush it into a powder, and then you're going to put it in water and you're going to drink it, okay? We're doing the same thing. Listen. SON formula is the only formula in the world that the amino acids are absorbed. Did you know that 3 of those? If you had the best digestion in the world, and you were to digest the whole 12-ounce steak, 3 SON formula gives you just as much as the steak. And guess what? And there's no other advantage to a steak. So those 3 SON formulas. So I'd like you to do 3-4 times a day, but you're going to have to crush them and then drink them. Why? Because SON formula is 99% absorbed. It means it takes no energy to actually bring in high amino acids, so it doesn't turn on your digestive tract when we do the fast. Are you with me?
Okay, great. Yeah.
Also, I need you to be doing the iodine. And you know that if you get the 16-ounce bottle of the iodine and you take like a cotton pad and you soak it and you put that into your rectum, what does it do?
It's going to go.
It's going to suck right up into the tumor and disinfect. And watch the relief it gives you. Okay? And
I did use a syringe, I guess, with iodine and put it in my rectum. Is that the same thing, kind of?
Yeah, it is. It is. I think if you soaked it and put it right up there, it's going to stay there longer. And the other thing that's really good to be doing is using a syringe and putting the silver bullet gel into your rectum. And
oh, wow.
No, that's the ticket. Okay? And when you do that, remember what I told you is you mix the silver gel and the C60 50-50. And I also told you that I want you to do 1 ounce drinking of C60 coconut oil and 1 ounce of the hemp oil. You do know that the person who makes my C60, nobody makes it like him in the world. And his wife never took the C60 except putting it on her face her whole life. His wife is 72 years old. She just got diagnosed, what was about 6 months ago, with bowel cancer. He put her on 1 ounce, that's the first time she ever took it, 1 ounce of the coconut MCT oil and C60, and 1 ounce of the hemp oil, and she's cancer-free right now, Randy. And she does 2 ounces every day. She'll never come off of it now. Okay? So people are programmed to take themselves to death's door.
When he's doing the silver bullet and the C60, should he use the hemp?
Yes. You want to use the hemp oil because it's thicker, and the C60 will come out quicker. The C60, MCT oil C60 is more liquid. The hemp oil is thicker. So when you mix that, and you can actually take silver bullet, C60, and
Bright eyes,
and a little bit of fulvic, bright eyes. Okay, all right, and then just mix. And I would be putting on enough frankincense in it to feel a tingling in my rectum, not a burning, but a tingling.
Frankincense, not sand, right?
Well, frankincense is the best one. We say frankincense, but frankincense is it's the highest therapeutic frankincense in the world. So it depends on what you deserve. Okay. See, most people don't deserve to be well. Most people don't deserve to look after themselves. Most people don't deserve to be loved. What do you deserve, Randy? Are things changing a little quicker now?
Yeah, big time, yeah, for sure, yes. Hey, come on. Hey, yeah.
What's it take for you to put yourself first? And when you put yourself first, do you know what you do? you take the family off the hook for worrying about you.
That's true too. Exactly.
Yeah, and guess what? But you get the whole family worried about you because you want to make sure they still love you. Until you love yourself, that's what you're going to do, Randy.
Okay.
What a bad game that is, eh?
It's a bad game. Yeah, it is. It's a bad game.
Why don't you look at Michelle and ask her that if you totally love yourself, would she totally still love you?
If I totally love myself, would you still love me? She said, no, I can't believe it. No, she said, yes. She said, yeah.
You know, Randy, you're a bit of a hemorrhoid.
I know I am. Sure. You know what?
To yourself.
To myself, yeah.
Not to me. Anyways, how's that for starters, okay?
That's great, Doc. That's great. Are you still going to have that Q&A at 7 o'clock tonight?
Yeah, what time is it now?
It's 10 to 7 right now.
Okay, then guess what, okay? Get your butt off my show.
I will. But we'll keep in touch, okay? And
well, tomorrow, you're going to call me tomorrow, okay? Was Michelle making notes?
Yeah, she's making, yes. I'm going to call you at like 7 o'clock your time. Is that too early? 8 o'clock?
What do you mean, in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's up at... Or do you want me to call you later? Just tell me what time I'm calling you.
No, it's okay. It's just I've got meetings tomorrow.
It could be the next day then.
No, I don't want it. Don't ever do that. Okay? You know what? The squeaky wheel gets the grease, and make yourself first, and I'll make time for you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just say this. 11 a.m. my time. That's it.
Okay, sounds great.
I'm all yours. Okay, let's just do this, and let's just prove to everyone you're not rotten to the core.
I am going to heal, Doc. With your help, I will.
No. I am going to heal because I am going to love and respect and honor myself. It's got nothing to do with me.
The strategy.
All I'm doing is giving you some strategies. That's it. Don't dare give me any credit. Okay? Don't give me any credit.
Okay.
Take all the credit for yourself. Okay? All right?
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. See you, Lorraine.
Bye,
all
Michelle.
Right. Bye-bye.
All my love, girl.
Bye. Yeah.
Okay. So, pelvic restoration for men and women. So you can see that, Randy's a perfect example of pelvic problems.
And guess what? He's not dumb.
No.
Okay? He was programmed, okay, to dishonor himself. How else could this become a slave planet unless we dishonored ourselves? There's 8 billion of us. There's 250,000 of them. Do the math, okay? And we're not out to go to war with them because guess what? The only reason why we're enslaved is because we're at war with ourselves. And when we're at war with ourselves, that pisses us off. We're angry and we're frustrated and we hate the blacks, we hate the yellows, we hate the whites, we hate the reds, okay? We hate this language, we hate this thing, we hate this country. For God's sakes, we buy into their BS stories. The only story you need is this: unconditional love and care for yourself. And understand, you need to do this. We got to run in a minute because we have if you're a practitioner or you think you want to be a practitioner, let me know and get in touch with me. My phone number is 469-861-8884 on WhatsApp or direct. It's a USA phone number. Or you can call me at the 800 number on extension 5. And you can come on our Q&As, which are in 5 minutes, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to have to get off here. But all I want to say is this, everybody, is that you have to take the leap, okay? Loving yourself, you'll find out it's the only way to set yourself free. Can we go run through some of the slides here? So this is where we are, and I already told you, we just bought the most beautiful training center for our courses, personal treatment and trainings that you can come down as a couple, you can come down as a group, okay? We've got enough room to come down as a group. There's a beautiful swimming pool there. When you come, you'll get a whole plant-based diet, the most beautiful tasting foods. You'll be fed them the whole time you're here. You'll have juices. We'll be teaching you how to love and care for yourself, how to make these foods. We'll teach you the Wolf non-surgical. We'll have a Cellsonic bed there. We'll have a cardio med bed there. This is going to be the training of all trainings. You can come down depending, our courses are 7 to usually 14 days. Okay? That's it. You know, so how would you like to be 10 minutes from the beach? How would you like to be 1 minute from the golf course? Okay? How would you like to come to one of the most beautiful places in Mexico? All right? Next, you can go to braveheartnation.com and take a look at personal treatment and trainings. Here's where we're doing all our courses, okay? You may not be able to see it, but Barrie, Ontario, Sacramento, Stewart, Florida, Coffs Harbour, Kelowna, Fresham, England, Rhodes, Greece, and then we'll finish off in Ixtapa, Mexico. Okay, and that'll be our last world tour. And we've already discounted our prices, everyone, haven't we, by about 40%. So the reality is we got your back if you want to do that, if you want to join us for the tour. Next. Can you open up a phone? Oh wait, where's my pink phone? I don't have it here. Can somebody open up the link to my personal links? Can anybody else do it, or is it just me? Well, that's not going to work. So put a message out there. How are we going to do this? Because my pink phone's at home. I thought I'd be there by now. Send a message out somehow on Telegram. I don't know. I don't know.
What do you think?
Well, I can't really think because my pink phone's at home. It's the only place that has the on there, and I need it on a different phone. We'll talk about it in a minute. Anyways, these are all the hosts and all the places that we're doing the course. Next. And the perfect day, guys. Find out. I'm giving you the gift of a lifetime, aren't I?
You bet.
I am. I really am.
You bet. This book needs to be in the homes of
everyone. Okay. This book is used in homeschooling all around the world. Okay. But now we've decided to give it to everyone who wants to
become their own practitioner and be the light for their family.
Victim to hero, fear to faith. Okay, and guess what? Every practitioner out there, just know this. I don't make this up. Does anybody notice that you can't trust your local, your provincial, your state, your country government, or the world government? Guess what? You can get a doctorate with the Taino tribe, and that will protect you. And as a natural health practitioner, none of these government agencies can touch you. Okay? They cannot touch you. You are now working underneath the Taino tribe. They will actually adopt you. So that's outside of white man's jurisdiction. Okay? Just so you know that. Next. Coming out with the Braveheart app. 95% of it is free. And this is an app to unite all Bravehearts around the world. And we need everyone. We need everybody. All we're asking for you to do is to buy into yourself. That's it. Don't buy into us. Don't follow us. You're only coming to us to learn strategies to become the leader of your life. Okay? Next. And the next time we come on, Lorraine and I are going to be going through the digestive tract, and we're going to be going also, that's our next show, and we're going to be going through the bowel, and we're going to show you how every illness from a pimple to a tumor is caused because of the Holy Grail, your large intestine. Thank you for joining us, and just know this, okay? All right? That which created the universe only has unconditional love for you, so why don't you give it a shot? 3, 2, 1.
We got this.
You got this,
Love you
Bravehearts.
guys.
God bless.